You're watching MMA Oddsbreaker. I'm Frank Trigg. This is obviously Muhammad Lawal, the Big Mo. He's getting ready to fight the Silverback. Well, actually, Seth, today I interviewed him. He changed his nickname. It's not the Silverback anymore. It's King of the North. I said, why'd you go with King of the North? I go, it's a Game of Thrones thing, right? No, but he said because Mo calls him the king, calls himself the king, and I got to call myself the King of the North. Like, well, so now you're already battling with nicknames? Like, I don't understand. Seth changes his nickname every 3 fights, so I don't really put too much water into it. But he wants to be a king. He wore a crown. It was a paper crown, and it had instead of having jewels on it, he had magic marker written "The King of the North" on it. So it definitely didn't match your crown.
Dude's weird, man. But King of the North, whatever he wants to be, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. It's cool with me.
In Game of Thrones, for those of you who don't watch Game of Thrones, the King of the North was Robb Stark. His whole family got killed. Is that a premonition of what's going to happen to him on Wednesday night?
That massacre? The massacre scene? Yeah, something like that. Except his mama won't get killed, because, you know, his mama got his throat slit.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, the whole family went down.
The whole family got murdered, except the little girl.
Yeah, she was outside with the hound. The hound.
Yeah,
Yep. But you can tell, obviously, we're big Game of Thrones fans here. So let's go back in time for a minute. This might be the part where Mo gets up, walks away, or punches me in the head, or elbows me in the throat. What the hell were you thinking with Emmanuel Newton?
I was gonna go for a takedown eventually, like later in that round. But I saw him, like, we both threw right hands, and I pivoted out, and I saw him turn back to me. And that's all I remember.
And you got hit.
Yeah. Because the thing is, usually when guys throw a spinning back fist, like Kung Lee, I trained with him, and other guys, they throw it coming forward. We went to Holland, they throw it going forward. They don't really turn their back to you and flick it out. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even prepare for that. You know what I'm saying? Never seen anything like that. You know, you see it, but people land it, and it got landed on me. So now it happened once, it won't happen again.
Well, the biggest thing that came out after that fight was, you know, Mo's such a great wrestler. Why isn't that wrestling? I understand using your hand game to set up the takedown later, like you said you were going to do, but you were your hands were down almost by your hips the whole time you were even trying to box with them.
Well, a few times, like, when I was out of range, they were down. Because when I was in range, they're up. But if you watch the fight, I even threw a few steps out there, changed levels. Because my thing is, you change levels, they don't respond. Next time you go. I changed levels, he backed up. I changed levels, he didn't do nothing. So I go, okay, he's ready to stand up. Now I was going to take him down after the next initial exchange, and he's kind of
caught you first.
We both threw right hands. I pivoted out like this, and he kept running like this. He kept running with the right hand, and then just
caught you.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know.
What happened in the gym when you came back? What did Mayweather do to you when you came back in? What did he say?
Let's work the defense more. And I was back in the gym the next Monday with Roy.
Yeah.
And just working the defense up and working a few more things like try to improve the jab, try to improve the right hand left hook, so I wouldn't have any tails. And then I started mixing that up with transitions. Went to Iowa State, worked out with John Reeder because that's my boy John Reeder. Hopefully he makes the world team. Yeah,
it's next weekend, right? Yeah, next week.
Kevin Jackson will be at my match too.
Oh, good. Okay.
So, I mean my fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
My fight,
but the fight's in Thackerville, Oklahoma. Which is on the border of Texas, Oklahoma. That's where they're fighting Bellator June 19th. It's in WinStar, I think, casino. It's an Indian casino down there. But the World Team Trials, the final trials for wrestling this year in Stillwater, Oklahoma, where Oklahoma State is. So it's about 2 hours away. So everyone's got to fly in that's in the wrestling community into Oklahoma State, which makes sense for everyone to come down and watch the fight on Wednesday, because it's a Wednesday night fight. It's not a Saturday night fight or Friday night fight. So it makes it convenient. It's the middle of the week. These guys got to get in on Tuesday anyway. Yeah. Now they can come down there and watch you fight.
Well, if they're on weight. If their weight's good, come on down. If it ain't, stay up there, find a sauna, put the classics on. It's hot in Oklahoma, humid. Run the street, run the Hall of Fame street.
Yep.
You'll get down the weight.
Yeah, Mo went to Oklahoma State after my failure to recruit him to go to University of Oklahoma, and I've been very sour about that since.
Speaking of, you still owe me an autograph when I came over.
I still.
You owe me an autograph. I haven't hold you up to that, though. I'm saying.
Yeah, he actually made me promise I'd give an autograph. This is back in 1997, 1998.
Like 98.
Yeah, and I promised him an autograph since then, and here we are, 2013, and I still haven't. And we're still friends, which is weird. Like, usually I meet somebody back then, I don't talk to him ever again. Like, we're still friends, and I still forget to.
And he used to beat me up when we used to work out in wrestling.
Yeah.
Back then, he used to have his toes for real painted. You know what I'm saying? For real.
They're a little slack right now. I got a little infection in one of my toes, and I had to keep the toenail polish off them. So it's been for a week. I've been naked. I'm not feeling real comfortable. Thanks for pointing that out and making me self-conscious. I don't like you anymore. All right, now let's talk about Seth. Petrozelli, he's the Kimbo Slice killer. He knocked out supposedly one of the better boxers in our game. Kimbo's a horrible boxer. Didn't work. But Seth is a guy that'll stand up and play the stand-up game. He's got decent wrestling, not your level of wrestling, but decent wrestling. What does he bring to the table?
He's like, likes to fight. You know what I'm saying? Unorthodox. And, he thinks he's going to go out there and destroy me or something like that. So I'm ready. I'm looking forward to this fight. I look forward to every fight. Every fight's a big fight. Looking forward to this fight, and I'm ready to entertain the people of Oklahoma.
Now, who's coming in your corner for this one?
It'll be Jeff, Mike, and Roy, I believe.
Roy Nelson's coming into your corner?
Yeah, I think so. Roy or Kevin, one of the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says Jeff, he means Jeff Mayweather,
yeah, Jeff
his boxing coach. That's a pretty stout corner, and I don't mean stout because Roy's really fat. I mean stout just because that's a lot of talent in that one corner. Mm-hmm. Does the corner really make a difference for you? Do you really need to listen to your corner in the middle of that fight?
Honestly, no. But at the same time, in between rounds, it's good to hear pointers. Like, if you were in my corner, I know you'd be like, Mo, throw your jab, feint, takedowns there, high crotch preferably, single legs there, get strong position. So you'd be like, you'd remind me, hey, I can get to the leg, get strong position. It's reminders. They give you tips and reminders on what to do for the next round.
Okay.
So it's good to have guys that know what they're doing. Because if I'm going out there and my takedown's getting stuff, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And you're like, I don't know nothing about wrestling, then I'm in trouble. But if you're like, hey, your takedown's getting stuck because, for one, you're shooting too far away. 2, when you're shooting your head's down. 3, you're not cutting the angle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, if a person's good with that certain area, then they can help you.
Okay. Now, when you're getting ready for Seth, we all know what he's going to do. He's got the same style for the last 18 fights. Like, you look at his fights, he comes out, he throws hard and heavy to begin with. When he gets tagged, he's going to try to make it a wrestling match. He's looking at your tape, and he's going, okay, he got knocked out because he keeps his hands low, so he knows he's going to try and hunt your head right in the beginning. And then he's going to try and make it a grinding match to try to put you on your back burners a little bit, try to test your cardio. Is this how you see the fight working out? Like, from his standpoint, you're going, oh, this is what he's going to try to do to me? Am I about right in my assessment of what you think he's going to try to do?
I think he might try head to head, but I think he'll try to go to the body a little bit. Or I think he'll just mix up the kicks, and then he'll get touched, and then he'll try to. I hope he tries to wrestle him. If he does, then
I know.
Make it that much easier because I can just use my counter offense.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that it'll be some scrambling, and then he'll get stopped. I don't know how, but he'll get stopped either working my submission game with Sensei Roy.
Okay.
And he's and then I need to get out there with your boy though. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I was going to tell you, Neil and I just left Extreme Couture. I was talking to Neil Melanson, and we saw Roy in New Orleans like the week after. We saw Mo in New Orleans the week after his fight, and we were commenting like all he needs to do is start wrestling again. And we want you to come down Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon. That's when we have an open grappling class. That's when everyone from like Ryan Couture is in there, all the way up to Randy, and everyone in between is in there training. It's a good mix of learning and testing without getting beat up and hurt. It's not like a hard practice. It's okay, this is what you should do for your style, you should do for that style. And with Roy, I want to talk to you about that because I know that's your jiu-jitsu instructor. He plays the game well. He looks like white trash. He plays the white trash role, but he's not. It's just the game he's playing on TV. Yeah. He's fat and round and got a big ass mullet. What jiu-jitsu is he teaching you that you can use? You're tall and long and lean and super athletic.
Believe it or not, he showed me a lot of stuff. Because the thing is, like, he's like a sponge. So he's like, for me this works, but for you, most you're longer and this and that, you should make adjustments here and here and here.
Okay.
I don't know, it's weird because people think that he's just like a dumb hillbilly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But really, dude's smart, man. Dude is smart, and he knows his stuff. But people just they go off of perception.
Yeah.
And perception ain't reality.
All right. Well, let's move on real quick. I want to come up question before I let you out of here. I want to talk to you a little bit more about Roy. Do you think Roy's on his last fight of his UFC contract? Right now it's Friday. They'll be making weight here in a little bit. He fights tomorrow night. His last fight, and he's done. And Dana asked him if he wanted to do an extension and fight in July instead. Roy said no. They said, okay, we want you to fight, in June. Here's the date. Here's the opponent. He said yes, and Dana has a lot of respect for that. Do you think Roy will re-sign with the UFC?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't mind him.
What's your opinion as him being your jiu-jitsu instructor and you training with him every day here at Mayweather's gym? Like, what do you think?
I just want to go where he's going to get paid at the most, and where but personally for me, I like to see him over at Viacom with me.
Yeah, over in Bellator.
We can do in Bellator. We can go to TNA. Mm-hmm. It'd be me and Rampage and him. You know what I'm saying? A 3-man tag team. You know what I'm saying? Like we got each other's backs. The MMA invasion, the takeover. We can do something at that role. But you know, I just want him to be happy and get paid. That's what I want everybody in the fight game to do. Because some people say, I fight for the fans. You'll end up being broke if you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I fight for just for the love of fighting. Well, unless you came for money, then.
Yep.
But a lot of times what ends up happening, you see them boxing, you got guys like Joe Frazier and Ron Lyle and world champions that beat everybody's ass. They're badasses, and they died broke.
Yeah.
And I don't want to see that. I want to hear that story in MMA. You know what I'm saying? I know it's happened quite a few times, but I want everybody in MMA to make their money and, you know, enjoy their family when they're done.
Yeah, look at Tyson. Local, he's here half the year. Spends a lot of time in Phoenix, but lives here a lot. I see him all the time. Broke. People went, oh, he's doing such a great job on Broadway, and he's out there doing a show. Only reason why he's doing that is because he has no money. Yeah. You know, and he'll tell you, you know, Don King will tell you one story, Tyson will tell you another story. Somewhere in the middle is the reality of it is, but at the end of the day, Tyson doesn't have any money or enough money to survive, and that's why he's still out there working. A lot of MMA guys are in that position. Do you think Roy Nelson's biggest problem is Roy Nelson? Because a lot of times he battles and argues and won't do stuff and kind of gets stubborn. That could make him money if he would just kind of concede on a couple of the points that he doesn't want to do.
You know what? That could be the truth, but at the same time, here's the thing. If everybody's thinking the same thing, then that means nobody's thinking. Mm-hmm. So say someone came to us with a deal, and they're like, man, hey, I'll pay you 50 grand if you clean our house every day and no days off. And I'm like, 50 grand is a lot. Cash? Okay, yeah, but you know what? Nah, no, we shouldn't do that because we should get weekends off. You know, and then, you know, you don't want to just concede to everything because then you have no power. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some people just take it. It's like, all right, you know, oh, you offered me that? Okay, damn, I'm unhappy. You know what I'm saying? My
personal opinion, I've had some dealings with Roy and his wife, and my personal opinion is going to be he's going to get done with his contract tomorrow night, win, lose, or draw. He's going to put himself on the open market. He's going to see what Viacom will pay. He's going to see what the UFC will come back with, and he's going to take the best deal. Roy, at the end of the day, is probably the smartest fighter you'll meet because he's greedy as hell. It's all about money. And if he's not getting paid, he's not going to do it. And he literally, if he can get $25 more at a different promotion, he'll go take the other $25. It's at the end of the day, how much is the check for? How much am I putting in my bank account? That's all I want to know. And he makes it very simple.
And people have to realize, like the fans out there, you know, we fight and we enjoy entertaining y'all, but at the same time, it's a job for us. Mm-hmm. So for you guys to say, oh, you know, so and so lost his passion because it's all about the money. Well, it is about the money because that's like me saying, would you work at your job for free? I don't know many people that would. You know, I couldn't work for free. I'll do charity. I'll go help people. But as far as working for free, ain't happening.
Well, there you have it. That's Mo King Lawal is fighting June 19th against Cesc Petrozelli, the Silverback, a.k.a. the King of the North, out down there in Thackerville, Oklahoma. Pay attention to Spike TV on Wednesday. Check your local listings. Right after the fight also starts Fight Master, the new Bellator reality series, down in, it's filmed totally in New Orleans, and I've seen the previews of the first couple of episodes. It is different than what we've seen with other reality shows of this nature, so it's going to be a really good job. Mo, good luck, and we'll talk to you soon, bud.
Thanks, man.